Good morning, wherever it's morning. Alright, if you look behind me, you'll see something's changed since the last time I was up here at the campground. I'm Dan Davis. Welcome to the 3D Sapiens Roadshow. This is the snowy version. Snow problem. Yeah, it's just kind of like, for those of you who've lived in restaurants and whatever, it's kind of like living in a walk-in freezer. But it's all good. As long as you prepare properly. Okay, I'm going to pick up while I'm doing this, I'm going to pick up where I left off with the nesting, describing things. This was not in the nest, this is my equipment thing. And instead of opening them up and going through everything that I'm talking about here, what I'm going to do is write out the contents. Of course, you can modify it to whatever your taste is or whatever, but basically what you're going to see right now is the bare essentials of camping. This is basically really all I need. You'll notice since the last time I took the tent down too, so anyway, for those of you who are just first time here or whatever, we are about 200 yards south of Yosemite National Park at 6,000 feet in the Sierra National Forest. Okay, this is one box I talked about. That's the light box. Again, contents I will write up. This thing I talked about a little bit in the Mugshots travel number, whatever it was, on fixing coffee. There's some of the apparatus. It's later in the day right now, so but anyway, I talked about that too. Okay, so let's walk around. Yesterday, or no, 2 days ago when I pulled in here, it was just one sea of white. But as you can see, things are melting fast today. So the rocks are starting to poke through, the rocks that I arranged, and so on. That bag right there goes on top of that tabletop thingy. Basically, it's just a board. And you'll notice yesterday when I was cleaning it up or whatever, I made it a little bit flatter. It's not completely flat, because if you make it completely flat, you could get puddles of water and then your board rots or whatever if you leave it here. So I left it slightly tilted, but hardly noticeable. But anyway, I put that bag over it and I just leave it. Okay, so here's my Sue Buddy, and Sue Buddy's like, "Snow chains? We don't need no stinking snow chains." Oh, I love my Sue Buddy. She just scampers across the snow. Pas de problème, comme petit enfant, see? And there's Al up there, he loves it out here. I put him inside at night because it gets a little bit too cold. So here's the entranceway, which actually I think tonight when I leave I'm going to put it on IR and show you what it looks like when I'm leaving here. So this is the area I cleaned out. There's clean clothes that I don't need. Dirty clothes are hanging from that tree right there. The green bag is, whoa, colored clothes. It's me falling. And then there's a black bag. And one thing I will point out about these, notice they're that, what are they called? Fishnet or whatever, that kind of stuff, so that they can air out while they're hanging there if they're dirty. So wouldn't hurt them. All right. Whoa. Okay. So coming back around here. So there is the big box. I told you that's my table, and sure enough, there it is, with the pictures and brochures and all that other stuff that I described in the Nest version of this thing. And the blue box that I was talking about, that's my food thing. And then the bags that I keep accessible with foods. Number one is start of the day salty kind of stuff. Number two is later in the day sweet kind of stuff. My caddy, which goes everywhere with me, you saw it on the tabletop back at the house, with the trash bag included. And I'm getting ready to shoot some Christmas stuff. Oh look, I forgot to turn the lights on. Let's do different twinkle this time. Is twinkling? Is this working? Yay! Yeah, because it's like Christmas up here. I almost built a snowman too. Oh, I forgot to mention. Like I said, I'm going to shoot something with the Christmas thing. But nice thing about being out here in the forest, it's ready-made Christmas trees, right? So you're just sitting around, and here's your house. All right, cool. So anyway, back to the center. So that's it, right? I mean, look at that. That's it. That's all you need. Boom. Christmas tree you don't normally need, unless you're weird and want to have it all year. But like some people leave their Christmas lights up all year, but that's cool too. Whatever. And that's it. Look at that. So that's the idea here. Is we cut it down to minimum. Oh, of course, I didn't mention these things, but so fire poker, which is a broken shovel thing. and I use that to balance on my foot and hand and nose and whatever in the launch thing, and I'll use it some other time. There's my Stoinker, as Mad Magazine might say, Stoinker for cooking hot dogs. Rakes, which actually I'm coming to like them without the handle on. Just use 2 at a time. Trash bag, recyclables, also known as BB gun targets. Bag full of bags for collecting recyclables and such. And that's it. Now, of course, there's some stuff in the car that I don't take out, like my books and whatever that you saw on that Nest version thing of this. But, and guitar, which I only bring out when I'm going to actually practice or play. And then the office thing. Actually, you know what? Why not? Just while I'm talking about this, might as well show you what this thing looks like. This is kind of half packed because I'm getting ready to go. Here's these curtains that I've designed, blah, blah, blah. But, pillows are already in the bag. It's nice and comfy. I stayed here last night, first night, and it got below freezing. Whoa, Al, sorry, Al. Sorry. On another show, I'll go through and describe all the stuff because it's a whole procedure. But just to touch back with where you were at with the Nest thing. So that one stays in the car. That gray box stays in the car at all times. It's just extra paper and stuff like that. Copies of my book and whatnot. That gray one there is the one that was in the house. That has my books, manuscripts, whatever. Computer is in its backpack. Oh, and this is the camera bag, which goes like that. A couple hats. You can never have enough hats. Then my toiletries thing at the house is in the bathroom, but here, there, wherever, whatever works. So, I think that's it for now, because anything new I will describe thoroughly. And again, contents of this stuff I will have probably on, I might put together a photo album, like on Facebook or something, you know, with big print so you can read it, kind of like a PowerPoint presentation, something like that, if you want to know the exact contents of this stuff. And also on the YouTube thing, look at the water that was, I had some water in that plastic thingy there and it just froze. Anyway, so on the YouTube discussion tab on my channel thingy, on the 3D Sapiens Roadshow, Daniel D. Davis, in the discussion area, I've started writing out all the stuff that anybody might want to know, you know, what did he just say, instead of having to pause it and whatever. So if anything written that you think might appear written, look for it there, or also again on my Facebook, which is facebook.com/DanDavis64. And there's a whole ton of photo albums with all this stuff, write a portfolio and everything, so you can check it all out. Alright, so, signing off. Hasta la bye bye. It's time to go. Hasta la bye bye.